Yes, other form of Muna Kwaba. At over platform as a host Nanaji, and I want me a born in Punimpuno. Other for NSC, since Siamoka said, I Nobisco, a northern region, a school, Swadia say, I northern region school of business, a judge and change, a judge dumb, a delibutu. Yeah, the story in our air, bro. I'm also wrong when Yako. Papa, friends, a Kwame plus, or also no adding Comobijinum, and Yentin on also the Naman.
Hear people who say, oh, those who call for a third term or over of term limits.
Sycophants.
Yes.
That's Fifi Kwete, the General Secretary of the NDC.
Okay.
Are you a sycophant?
Fifi Kwete, the low budget Jerry Rawlings kind of. Yeah. Fifi Kwete used Jerry Rawlings as an example of people who never called for a third term. That is why Ghana didn't develop under Jerry Rawlings. And Fifi Kwete must know that. Fifi Kwete said that, oh, Rawlings never. That is why Ghana never developed. The 20 years that Rawlings spent as president of this country is the same period Dubai used to, UAE moved deserts into shining cities. Anybody who prevents people from testing the law is lawless.
Right, so
I don't know
do you still stand by calls for a third term for him?
I have never called for a third term for His Excellency the President. You see?
So what did you say? Please clarify this.
I have called for an end to term limits.
Okay.
So, you're a learned person. Give me one country in this world that has developed with this kind of democracy. One. Name one. You just like.
So what's your point?
No. You see, maybe people people know you as a learned person. They listen to you. They watch you. So if you're able to tell me one, people will believe you.
None comes on the top of my head.
Not one country. So why is Ghana practicing something that has never developed any country?
For the two-term presidency?
Has it developed any country in this world? Every country that is practicing this kind of democracy only adapted it after they had developed, industrialized. In America,
yes,
America never had term limits until 1951, the 22nd Amendment. Go and read.
But from 1951 up until now, the country is not.
In 1951, America was developed. When did America say they have landed a man on the moon? Tell me. If they had landed a man on the moon, you think that was when they were going to develop. America never had term limits until 1951. I'm going to tell you something. Look, it was Abraham. Was it Abraham Lincoln? I think it was George. Was it George Washington or one of them? He stepped down after 2 terms, and then it became a tradition, but it was not law. It was the 22nd Amendment that made it law. You understand? So until 1951, there was no term limit. Roosevelt also, he contested for 4 terms. And it was after that that they introduced the term limit.
So when it comes to President Mahama, what exactly are you calling for?
I personally, if John Mahama, His Excellency John Mahama can legally contest for another term, I don't have a problem.
But you said that you're willing to test the law.
Oh, of course, we will have to test the law. Anybody who prevents people from testing the law is lawless.
Right, so you intend to what? What's your plan?
There are so many ways of testing the law. And you hear people who say, oh, those who call for a third term or removal of term limits.
Sycophants.
Yes.
That's Fifi Kwete, the General Secretary of the NDC.
Okay.
Are you a sycophant?
Okay, let me tell you something. Fifi Kwete used Jerry Rawlings as an example of people who never called for a third term. That is why Ghana didn't develop under Jerry Rawlings. And Fifi Kwete must know that. Fifi Kwete, the low budget Jerry Rawlings kind of. Yeah, I've been watching him. Fifi Kwete said that, oh, Rawlings never. That is why Ghana never developed. The 20 years that Rawlings spent as president of this country is the same period Dubai used to, UAE moved deserts into shining cities. You need continuity. You need to continue. The Constitution Review Committee they did a very good job, but they only sought to strengthen this democracy that we don't like. You cannot strengthen this democracy and develop. How? How can you develop with this kind of democracy? The only thing, and what they did, the worst thing that they did was to ask for an extension of the term. Now if presidential term were to be 5 years, we will still be waiting for another year for Akufo-Addo in this Ghana. Tell me, since 1992, has there been one government that has performed better in the second term? there is no incentive to perform because they know they are leaving. So every government comes, first term, by Papa Bo, first term. Second term, they don't perform because there is no incentive to perform. Please, we have to remove term limit. Let them come back to us. Let them know that they can come back and beg us for votes. They will perform. Let's remove term limits. Let's keep it at 4 years. Every 4 years, go back to the people and go and ask for their support for another election. As we sit here, John Mahama is a very good guy because he knows that he's not going to contest again, but still he wants to leave a legacy. Who will do that? So if he's going to contest again, do you know what he will do? He will do more. Ghana is not at that stage. The democracy we are practicing now is democracy for developed countries. After you are finished developing, you experiment these things.
Yes, Arafo. We soon in someone I come here plus. Ono soro ede aba bonten so what they say. Ono so edge say na adwen. Na Arafo anyway na sese me no wo kase die. The rate ejahwehwe esi age Ghana aboso no. The rate Ghana market school esi ede ade. Sese me no kase monim say Nobisco, Northern School of Business ejadam. Yan kwansam no so what the sans no enfama moy. Hey, anu odin yo. Adie na mu no. Ye nya bi. Ye libi. Ghana adie ne nso ye so eja semese. Maintain kura school be mi ensa de and 2026 ye share mu school be mi ensa eja ashi school ne dwere be. Eye human error and I say ye yaye mistakes and ye bibi because market say na man for dine na chese man for cast niema be brave and say bien as so for land you say hey yet is over about 250 cars there grab it condemn eja asini nyina eye de ade and aboni bi na yaye ne ye hia boniface cause ano yaye den so what I say ano yaye den ye free one ye kotu 2025 accident kum nipa sa 2026 asante asim ne ye fi se bia eh abrabo edin yo and then never Ghana sway. And then NCCA. And that time was the Enframa Nebway, and Crawford Nansu pay. Crawford and Bubuay. Was Mamma Koya Mapimbi. Pray me Koya Mapim in the age now hoping teen and was it. Out of all, yes, I'm in pipe or mobia because I know it. And ye easy. Who's a say? Ned nice say because ye is so busy nine. Single room crana eja ababe Thomasino. Sabe enye fa diagro arabo na se we sene report e free that side aba ha ena de dwuma de besi ha GH messenger TV me so ena de kanya wo de ba your platform le so a e ma wrong visa odo won sabe bo subscription button no turn behind notification afa to all so de be ya update bia ne so no e be reach was way.